You send him 41,000 emails, 350 voice messages, 744 tweets, 48 Facebook messages, and
I've just made a full video for about 10 minutes and it wasn't even recording. So I'm just going to briefly go through what I've just gone through already. And basically, I'll summarise it. Still in a critical condition with my ability to think internalised. If Shepcote Lane Police Station didn't take any accountability last year in February, you'd have no other option but to hunger strike. You'd have no other option but to do that. No matter who you are, what your opinions are. If your jaws as well, you'd shut as mine, with your entire life encapsulated in a controlled state, and you're being used in a controlled state to be a victim of crime, to be physically assaulted, to be physically defamated. In other words, it's blatantly obvious to me that I'm in a controlled state and my life is only a full controlled life with the sole objective of incriminating my power. So I'm walking down the street and it's blatantly obvious when I've got kids shouting at me, they would never be able to shout at me in a million years, random abuse. It's blatantly obvious to me when I'm getting thrown out of libraries, I'm getting barred from gyms, I've lost every single job. I mean, it become blatantly obvious to me on license that they've made it their job to create my life for me, incriminating my life every day. So I don't have a life. They've internalised my life in a controlled state to create a job whereby they control my life and incriminate me every day. I can't do anything. So, like I've said in the previous videos, I've been a victim of physical assaults, potentially over 50 physical assaults that have got nothing to do with my life. It's solely with the objective of officers killing your power. So what happens is they use you in a controlled state to get physically assaulted, and usually it's by their colleagues' cases. So for that reason, it's a crime against humanity, because they're using people in a controlled state to get them physically assaulted. So they're creating their own crime, whereby I'm getting physically assaulted by this offender, this criminal. And most of the time, it's blatantly obvious to me, being 100% obvious to me, A, that criminal or individual would never overpower me in a million years. B, it'd be very extremely seldom that I'd ever be in a situation that's happened 50 times that'd ever happen. And 3, the fact that that's obviously that colleague's cases, or they're actually criminals. Like, you can be involved in crime. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be a victim of physical assaults, especially 50 physical assaults. That, as I've said time and time again, I can guarantee now 100%, has been blatantly obvious to me that there's been no input from me in it. It's not in conjunction with my natural life course. It's got nothing to do with my power in society. Just 100% blatantly obvious that the systems control me into an assault or an incident I'm not saying they're conspiring. All I'm saying is these incidents have happened over 50 times, so it's not conspiring. If I've been a victim of 50 assaults or been assaulted over 50 times, and it's been blatantly obvious to me on the majority of those occasions that it's got nothing to do with my life, natural life course, power in society, or society within society itself, it's just a blatant random attack or a blatant random incident, that the only explanation I can put on it and the only definition I can put on it is it looks exactly like you've just been